knowledge, some did not believe. Should I make the faith of the Heavenly Father without effect? God forbid. You through. You still does.
Incredulity also goes into, it says, the lack or inability to believe. So they're not even able. They were blinded.
Which is scriptural, because faith is a gift. It's only Ephesians 2 and 8. That's only given really to the elect of the nation of Israel.
Hey, that's the spirit. That's a prayer that the men of old gave. That, hey, Lord, let your word have free course and deliver us from wicked and unreasonable men. But not all men have faith. So you got niggas cursing the real men out being faith-based, but hey, not all men have faith. So hey, water.
And that's the whole concept behind the dark saying. It says it was given to some and it was blinded to others. It says only for the initiated.
Woo! That's it. The mystery has been revealed only to the initiated, not revealed
to ordinary mortal.
Woo! So you just an ordinary mortal. Like brothers in another camp, brothers out there in Miami, it's like you earthlings and shit. Motherfuckers above them. Whatever, man. We from above. Like, exactly. You niggas from beneath. So you gotta have some scholarship about yourself and be up there, man. Because the Lord Yahweh Shemashah elevates you over everybody else through your fear of Him. It said the greater thou art, the more what? Humble thyself. And then the Lord said He's gonna bring you up to that upper room where He's at. So it goes to show you this world, everything we've been taught is really the opposite. Oh man, if you humble, you just a clown. Nah, the most humble, hey, tell you that in that Brazilian jiu-jitsu, the more humble you are, you fuck somebody up, break their neck. You gotta be humble in an arena like that, because them dudes know they can kill you.
I don't say the scripture say the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. You know, that's pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem.
Well, it shows you that in the world. These niggas right here, those niggas, they're not about getting all the glory.
These bug outs right here, fuck these niggas. Hey, they got more money than all them clowns right there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you doing it big, they.
Yeah. And then the elites who are behind the scenes, who are tugging the puppet strings. Tugging the puppet strings of the niggas who they put in the forefront, you know, those niggas, they're not about getting all the glory. You don't even know that they're in authority. Man. You don't even fucking know.
They're not in authority. They're just puppets, like you said.
You know what I'm saying? But going into how a motherfucker's not gonna take all the glory to himself,
right?
Of like this world tells you. A motherfucker with power, he's gonna be behind the scenes.
Woo! Right? Yeah, and he's only gonna reveal himself when the time is right to be revealed. You know, hey, like Solomon when the Queen of Sheba was going to see him, she thought the doorman was the king because he was so decked out. And the king, you had to go to him. Like, oh no, that's not the king. That's just the doorman right there. But when she seen Solomon finally, her breath was taken away, bro.
Hey, even the doorman before that, her breath was taken.
And when it goes back to the feminization of these men, man. That's a real female spirit to try to get glory and shit, man.
Bro, that's the spirit, bro.
A real man, he shies away. He shies away from glory, man.
Hey, like the story of King Canute that the Apostle Paul brings out when his men was praising and shit. He's like, man, hey, save your prayers for the Almighty.
There it is.
Yeah, because they took him down to the seashore and they took his throne down there. He's like, all right, okay, if I be a power so great, I can stop these waves from hitting my feet. And the waves hit his feet, and all the men was like, damn. And he's like, well, hey, sir, reserve those prayers and those praises for the one true power. And he said, as King Canute, and he's a king. He's like, stop. I'm tired of all that shit. Stop praising. I'm only as great as he makes me. Right. He did. Right. There you go. And the men of the house of David gonna be in that same stead. Like, hey, don't give no praises to us or to me. Give it to Yahweh Shemashah.
Hey, the ultimate person to look at is Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai came on a donkey. He was humble. He had all the power. He had all he was the man. He knew he was the man, but he came on a donkey. What did this nigga do? He came on a goddamn horse. But guess what? The Lord gonna take that horse.
Knock you off.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't our people try to crown Yahweh Shai?
Yeah, he fled away into the wilderness to pray to the Lord, the Heavenly Father. Hey, and that's the spirit, because it said that he made himself a no reputation. But yeah, his reputation spread like, hey, that's the spirit, bro. That's the spirit. And the men that follow Yahweh Shai is the same way. We ain't really out there like that. You know, on the damn podcast and shit. But yet, the name of our group, so to speak, which is spiritual, is spreading everywhere. And they said, who said that? Was it Fox? Somebody said, great millstone is worldwide. It's world famous. one of them groups said that before we was even saying that. Like, okay, well, that's the power of the Lord. It ain't really us,
Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
And that spiritual said, fear not the imaginations. It tells you in another place that we hold in captivity and bring into subjection every imagination unto the will of Yahweh Shemashah. So why are we afraid if we marching out, you know, with all the art, we arm it up in the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, and our weapon of choice is the word. And that'll slice through your ass, even to your spirit, to your own mind, to everything you think or don't think. The word is already inside you, man. Just like that stone that went into Goliath, hey, Yahweh Shemashah is in your head. You can't get him out. That was it.
This is Jeremiah 14:11. Then said the Lord unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer burnt offering and an oblation, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence.
We imagine not to pray for the wicked of our people. Then out here, beginning with our apostles and elders, they not taking heed. They still caught up in their idolatry and their adultery. So we ain't supposed to pray for them. We're only supposed to pray for the elect, with the hopes of us being counted in the apostles. If they don't repent, they don't die. They're going to be destroyed.
And when they do start praying, it's only going to be a testimony against them, man. Because you've had the opportunity now. But then when shit get bad, that's when niggas want to fucking go to the Lord with their problems. The Lord ain't going to hear y'all, man. And he going to destroy you. It's going to be, the scriptures say that it's going to be worse that you do. And they say that for a reason, man. Because you niggas put the Lord on.
That's why I say seek the Lord while he may be found. Because the men of the Lord ain't going to always be out here.
Yeah, and just like that king in the book of Kings, when he's on that wall, and then that woman was crying to him, my Lord, the king, help. He said, if the Lord thy power do not help thee, what can I do? And it's funny because when you keep reading, Alicia was in his house chilling with Savin, and the king was like, I'm going to have his head by the end of the day because he's mad after hearing the story of the women eating their children. But Alicia was like, this dude going to come try to kill me when it's his fault that all this is happening, that you didn't obey the Lord. And then the Lord told him, all right, by this day tomorrow, he going to open up the heavens and rain down for the people. And then one nigga came out and was like, how could the Lord even do that? And he's like, because you don't believe, your ass is going to see everybody else eat it. You going to die. So that goes to show you how Jake is. You tell them what the Lord going to do. They got to think about how can you stop fucking trying to question the Lord, man. Like our people in the wilderness. Can he furnish us a table in the wilderness? Yeah, man, what the fuck you talking about? He kept your clothes from getting old. So you don't think the Lord's going to feed you, especially if you're serving him. David said that.
And that's reminiscent of Saul.
Yeah.
When he tried to hit up Samuel.
Yeah, bro, that's
you know?
you hit it right on the nail, bro. Because Saul always got afraid and feared the people and what the enemy gonna do. But David was like, okay, I know the enemy coming, but let me inquire of the Lord if we're gonna win a great victory or get up out of here. And the Lord always told him, yeah, you got it. I'm with you. But Saul was thinking about his own life and shit. He wouldn't keep fuck what the people was thinking. The Lord set you over his people to go to him for counsel, not the damn people. So it just goes to show you. Yeah, and it's funny because you listen to the people, they tell you get your money and shit. Even what the fuck are you talking about?
And you listen to the people, they tell you to make a golden calf.
Yeah. That's what got Aaron fucked up. You know?
Make us a calf.
And you know how Jake is, man. You know how Jake is, man.
It says, then said I, Lord power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a sure peace in this place. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
And there you go. What prophets is he talking about? Not the true prophets, but the prophets everybody likes love and shit. And the Lord always gives you an indication of his true prophets and the false prophets. Even Yahweh Shai, he said, hey, be glad if they curse you out and want to leave your company and cast your name out as evil, because they did that to the real prophets of old that they killed and put in prison. But he said, but the false prophets, everybody gonna love them and shit.
They telling them smooth.
Yeah, bullshit.
They want to hear, as opposed to the truth.
Yeah, and that's the spirit. The Lord said, these men have ran and I ain't sent them. Fuck are they talking about? They talking about Jesus Christ. Who the hell is that? The Lord is like, I only gave you one name, that's my true name, and the name of my son, that's it. I ain't give you no other name and shit. Which goes to show you that we are the Israelites. Our people always went after idols and other fucking means of escape. But they never went to the one true power that allows them to be delivered or not delivered.
That's why it says the prophet that prophesieth of peace, then that shall be known who the Most High truly sent.
Yeah.
Because the guy coming and preaching of peace, the Most High didn't send.
Yeah.
He sent the one who's talking about destruction and death.
Yeah.
And famine and pestilence.
But there is peace that's coming, but by way of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. Don't talk, don't listen to a nigga that's saying we gonna get land and build a fucking Israelite community. No, I know what the Lord said. Yeah, it is gonna be an Israelite community in our land when He takes us back there. The hopeful elect ain't gonna be fucking here in Babylon. That's what some niggas saying. The
And
Lord
how
ain't
can
said that.
he be the Prince of Peace
Yeah.
when it says He come to bring not peace,
Yeah.
but division? Because He's going to bring division and destruction, and the peace is going to be on the back end.
That's it. That's it. But war comes first. That's it.
Comes first.
Like that quote you be saying on Star Wars, like you heard a voice, or you heard a million
millions
voices
crying
and
out,
shit, and then nothing.
We're suddenly silent.
That's that peace. When that silence comes,
Yeah.
All the wicked, the silence of the wicked.
Yeah. They shall be cut off,
Snuff.
and the earth shall be silent before them.
Yep. Moment of silence.
Yeah. Have a moment of
Hey, let's
silence
have a moment of silence.
for these niggas that have died.
Right. And America.
Yeah. The Lord gonna give Babylon peace finally.
It says, I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesied unto you a false vision and divination, in a thing of not, in the deceit of their heart.
See their heart, their mind.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed.
Boom, there it is. Jacob's trouble.
Sword and famine shall not be in this land. That means peace. And that's what these fucking pastors are preaching, man.
Yep. And not only them, you would know, okay, well, they obviously are the world, so they don't want peace for this world. But then you got even amongst Israel, those that know, saying the same fucking thing. When your ass, when you was in the old school, knew that Babylon, America was gonna be destroyed. So why the fuck did you change up your doctrine all of a sudden?
That's right.
That the fucking place we own still gonna be destroyed. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And you see how it's deteriorated worse than it was back then. You see why the Lord has to destroy it now more than back then.
That's right.
Because look how wicked it is. But yet niggas gonna stay here. It goes to show you how wicked you have become and how a gift destroyed your mind, your heart.
That's why the Lord said judgment is going to begin at His house. Because they knew better, but then they still telling the lies.
Man, that's it. And what did the Lord Yahweh Shai say? He said that since the Lord didn't come at this dude's timing and shit, He began to beat the men's service and maid service. And it was just drinking and chilling and shit in his master's house. And then the master came when he didn't know. It fucked his ass up, man. And it goes to show you other camps, man, you better get your fucking act together. The Lord ain't playing with nobody. He has no respect of persons, and He's austere as hell.
That's right.
And He gonna require of your hand what the fuck is going on. Whether it be the death of your congregation by your hands, or what you did not tell them by your mouth, man. So the Lord gonna inquire with you what the fuck has been going on, man.
Hey, watch this.
Hey, that's it.
Verse 16, and the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters.
Oh, you see that? Huh? You see that? I already know what congregation that is. Well, you don't see them out here. They just loners or something. Nah, with the pump, we got them on the back end, huh? And we got the lands that yet to be conquered, you know. But it goes to show you, we know what that's talking about right now. The majority of Israel got fucked off because they didn't listen to the men of the Lord.
It says, for I will pour their wickedness upon them.
Woo! And that goes to show you that the Lord sees all the wickedness you have been doing. behind closed doors, you can come out and flaunt like Israel, we real, all that. The Lord's like, all right, that's cute, that's great, whatever. But I know what the fuck you doing behind closed doors, man.
And the scary thing about that, Salakia,
No, go ahead,
is that it's all recorded. Everything that everyone does, it's recorded, and it can get brought back on you.
Yeah.
And it will be brought back.
Bro, like on the website,
everyone.
Yeshai in LA, right? He did that video going into, all right, Nate, King Nate, right? Or was it General Grievous, General Nate, Palpatine, whatever. You know, we don't leave work. But anyway, we know, man, 150 was that worth your soul? Come on, man. Hey, you can buy a nigga cheap, man.
Yeah. And the scriptures tell you it compares our people casted out in the streets as dung, man. Woo. And the blood of our people are gonna be on the niggas that prophesy vain divinations to them, man.
That's the spirit, bro, because they weren't like the Church of Berea. Remember the Church of Berea heard Paul, but they went back and researched and went into, all right, what he said is true, all right? Because everybody has a Bible, right? And you even got the blue letter that was brought out by our honorable elder apostle Tahar, man. Right. And now everybody jumping on it. But even in that, you go into the commentaries, David Music, my man Matthew, whatever stole, whatever, and they go in. Because they go into the biblical history, the geography, the lands, all that. And they go in about certain things that the men of the Lord been going in, they just kind of bring it to a secular history standpoint, like this really took place, what happened, the dates, all that. So it goes to show you gotta trust in the Lord and his men, because we ain't gonna lie to you. Why would he come out here and lie? When the Lord hates a lie, man. And the Lord is of no lie, he's of the truth. And the truth shall what? Set you free. Because a lot of our people are still bound. Even though they know they're Israel, you're still a fucking slave, man. Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people are found wicked men.
And that's always been, have always been that there's wicked among our nation. You looking at a nigga like nigga, we the chosen people, like, it's because of niggas like that we was wandering around for 40 years. It's because of niggas like that Aaron couldn't get into the land. Moses misspoke because of wicked niggas. And among our people, knowing we people, but y'all still don't believe. Whole generation, there is no faith. Yep. Go ahead,
They lay wait as he that setteth snares.
Because they want to come up. Not knowing that, hey, through Yahweh Shai and faith in him, the whole nation gonna come up through one man, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. But you niggas don't want to wait for it. My nigga will wait for a check. Nigga will wait for his bitch. Yeah? Hey, you can't handle the truth. You ain't never gonna have your Yahweh Shai's position, because nigga, you didn't get up on that cross. Yep. And best believe your black ass, if they offered crucifixion in this time, your ass wouldn't get up there in this time. Hey, so stop playing.
Niggas can't even stand for the truth now. It ain't even a consequence to it now, man. So how much more if you know at the end that you gonna die? You niggas ain't fit, man. You know?
Yeah. These niggas are not soldiers, man. They're potters and shit.
Right.
Potters and gardeners. Yeah. Go ahead,
they set a trap. They catch men.
Oh, that's fucked up, man. You've learned well from your daddy E, the hunter, man of the field. You hunt your own people. You fucking slave drivers, man. Go ahead,
As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit.
Hey, so your house, all your fucking possessions, and all that bullshit is full of deceit, like my man Asher from Spartacus and shit.